Friends and family, I am about to slay this wig, okay? If you have a wig that you are tired of, or you think it is not stylish anymore, or you just want to change it up instead of throwing it away, let's watch how I do this. Within less than 15 minutes, I'm going to slay this wig. I want it to be like a sort of a short afro, okay? Maybe the length of the back, all right? But I want to put some kind of shape to it just to make it kind of like pizzazz, okay? So let's see how we're going to do this. And I'm going to bring my trash can close by, okay? And we're going to shorten the sides for sure because I don't want the sides to be that long anymore. And what we're gonna do, we're going to try and keep it interesting. So what we do when we want to keep it interesting, we don't want everything the exact same length. It's got to sort of be similar length, but you know, it has to look like it is not so coiffed, okay? So we have to go ahead and make it look like it is not too coiffed, because then that's gonna be like, okay, do you see that? I got that side almost all done. Let's see here. So you first want to, I was gonna say you first want to attack. You don't want to attack. You first want to take care of the sides to get them the way you want. Once the sides are the way you want, then you deal with the back, okay? So I got here. The top I will hustle later. I definitely want it long, but not too long. Let's see, I don't want it covering. I am a short person, I have a short face, so let us not cover too much of my face. I definitely want it to be a sexy kind of look so that it is, you know, like sort of like that. I'll see if I'm gonna leave it like that or cut it short. Now the challenge is to make the other side look exactly like this side. Wait, let me fix this. Okay, so I got this right here. Excellent. Now I'm going to have to deal with the other side and make it the same. Let's see if I can do this. And that is always, to me, that's always a challenge because you're trying to duplicate something that you did kind of haphazardly, and it wasn't really, you know, a professional job where there is some kind of a method to the madness. This is like, hey, I think I can do this. You sure you can do it? Yes, I think I can do it. Okay, watch me. Kind of thing. Okay. But I do love transforming hair. I do. I just absolutely love it. Those of you that know me know that, yeah, I can't have the same hairstyle on for more than a few days. I have to change it up, okay? Because it's just, that's just me. I like the way I can use hair to transform. Do you see this, ladies and gentlemen? Okay, so we're getting there, right? So I like the sides so far. I think they're even. Now I wanna, this is kind of good, but it's kind of wild. So, ooh, what do I want to do? Okay, so let me straighten it up a little bit and just shorten it a little bit on the top like this, okay? Let's just give it a cut, let me see, on the top like this, and then we're gonna spread it back down and see how we want to trim it from there. So let's do this. All right, got it. All right, now that we have this, let us spread it. Now what I don't like is when the wind blows and my hair looks a hot mess. My hair has to be styled so that when the wind blows, it looks like it's part of the style. You know what I mean? That is very important to me. I can't be looking a hot mess when the wind blows, and no. So, all right, so I like this so far. I still think it's a little bit high. Let's see, is the front okay? I like the front. I think the front is perfect, almost perfect. Wait, got a little, okay, now when I cut it, now that I have the sort of style that I like, I have to be careful when I'm cutting it. I have to make it taper so that it is not blunt. I do not like blunt looks for my hair. I really don't. I know natural hair can be cut nice and blunt, but a lot of times when I see blunt, I think fake. That's just what I do. Okay, this is very dramatic, and I'm a dramatic person, but not so much. So we're gonna bring this down a little bit more. How about that? Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so the front here is good. We're going to try to something like this kind of height. So let's try this. And this is how I cut my hair, guys. I mean, I try different lengths, but I definitely make sure that I don't cut it too short the first time around, because you can't fix it when you overcut your hair. You know what I mean? The only way to fix it is to change the actual hairstyle. It's just not cute. Okay, so you definitely want to make sure that you don't overcut it. This, ladies and gentlemen, yes. Okay, how many minutes have gone by? I have to check and see. But I'm just trying to tell you that you can always transform your wigs in a short time and make it look like plickety-pow. What I did not do was take a picture of, oh, I actually have a picture. A while ago, I made it a profile picture, yes, of this hairstyle, the hairstyle of the wig before. This is a little bit too long. Let's just again, when the wind blows, I can't look a hot mess, okay? I can't have 2-inch strands right next to 5-inch strands. That looks like, child, go back to your hairdresser, okay, and get your money back. I absolutely love this. And the transformation is complete. Now, actually it's not complete because I haven't done the back, right? The back, I want it to look like this. You see that? I don't want it to be like this. I want it to be like that. So I'm going to cut it like this. The rest of the back here is okay. Just the bottom. Ooh, and I have a turtleneck on. I have to be careful not to cut my turtleneck. I just bought this from Fashion Nova and I absolutely love it. Oh, I didn't show you before. See it? It's very important to try to cut it straight. Oops. To cut it straight. And now what I need to do is to pull out. The length is fine. Now I need to pull out and cut that into a style. And I do it looking on either side. I start with one side and then I move to the other side, and then I kind of merge it. You know what I mean? I'm sure you don't know what I mean, and I'm sounding like a twit, but that's okay. You can see what I mean. You can see what I mean, so that's good enough. I don't have to, sound that, perfect, just like, but you can see. One thing about curly hair, child, don't get it twisted. If you cut it, when you pull it and cut it, remember, it shrinks back a lot more. It shrinks all the way back. So when you pull it, don't cut it the length that you want it to be. You cut it a few inches longer than what you want it to be, because when you release it, it's gone, okay? So you have to remember that about curly hair when you're cutting it. It is not the same as cutting straight hair. Cutting straight hair is a whole lot easier. Okay, so you see how this part is nice and tapered? Yes. And one thing I like about this, if I do this, it's not gonna come sticking out like that. So I wanna make sure this is the same. This is sticking out here because the length is not right for this style. So now, I can pat it down and it'll look good. But as I go about town and I do this and that, see, it's sticking out. No, we want it to stay like this. So I'm gonna pull it out and I'm gonna cut. I'm cutting it tapered. You see that? I'm not cutting it straight down. I'm cutting it tapered because I definitely want that tapered look. Oh, baby, I love this hairstyle. Yes. Now I have the sides right. Okay. What I need to do now is to get some of these extraneously long hair out of my way. And then we'll be all done. And I can't see it, but I feel it. I can feel here. Hold up, this thing's getting in my way. I can feel here, and I know this is longer than here. And I can just, because I do this a lot, I know how much I need to cut just by feeling it. So I'm going to cut that much off. Again, when it is short, curly hair, you gotta be careful. Okay, so now this is good, right? And right here, let me see. I need to cut a little bit off of the middle. Just a little bit, not too much. Because that would have been sticking out. There we go. So we're all set here. Yeah, so this is good. I don't know, I hope I'm in the camera for you to see. Because I was just gonna load this and be done. So let me turn around for you to see. I'm gonna just go all the way around and then you can see this. I will try and put a thumbnail before and after so you can see the transformation. Guys, I absolutely love this hairstyle and I might be wearing this tomorrow. Okay, wait, let me get you. So now I'm just basically looking for little pieces of hair that are too long. And you will find that because with curly hair, you know the hair will curl into itself. And at some point, whether it's because it's wet or because somebody just bumped into it or whatever, then it's gonna come out and just gonna stick out. It'll just be like this. And everybody's like, what happened to your hair? Okay, so, all right, let me see. Now I need to make sure, yeah, like this. You see that? You see that? Don't do it. Don't do it. This is why you want to keep pulling it out like this and take care of it, okay, guys? Take care of it. You do not want to be walking around town and have that kind of a situation that is embarrassing. Like that right there has to go, okay? And you have to remember, I mean, over the next couple of times that you wear it, you may encounter more situations like this. It's okay. It is very normal if you're not a hairdresser. If you're a hairdresser and I come to you and you cut my hair and I see those kinds of issues, chop, give me money back. Hand it over. But if you're not and you're like me, then you just gotta work it. You know what I mean? All right, let me see. What do I want to do here? So now, right here, you have to, you see that now when I pull this out, that can't happen. So there are all kinds of ways you need to pull it to get, you know, the strays that should not be. Okay, so I got this. So we're all set with that and I can put it right back down. I do that same on this side and there we go. Okay, and I cut it and we're good. Yep. And friends and family, I'm done. So this took 13 minutes, all right? And let me turn around for you to see. All done. And if I'm watching the video back and I see any mistakes that I made, oops, I was kind of getting out of the camera, sorry. If I see any mistakes that I made, I'm gonna go back and take care of it. But right now we're at 14 minutes exactly, okay? And that's probably because I've been talking too much. So thank you for watching and I'll catch you later.